Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy. Welcome to the session on 39/2022. Sorry for the delay, guys. I was not feeling well, but uh, today's topics are not much, so no need to worry. Guys, Gehlot out of race, Digvijay Singh in the fray, not required. Supreme Court axes 51-year-old curb. Single woman gets equal abortion rights. So, what is this issue? Actually, abortion rights were actually given to married women, but for single women they had to wait for 24 weeks. But now the court has told that why this discrimination? Because there are many such issues where within women discrimination is being done by our courts. So that needs to be stopped at any cost. And fortunately, the Supreme Court is getting into it, right? So nothing much to write. You can use certain things like that in your answers, guys. That's it. But no need to make any points from that. So let's get into editorial. Today I'll finish off quickly. There is nothing much to see. Because this scheme of government of Rajasthan is good. Udan announcement in the state budget for all girls and women of the state, resolution of free distribution of sanitary napkins. So you can use it in your answers because you might have heard recently in Patna there was an issue with an IAS officer. Actually, she didn't mean that, but anyways, there was an issue about sanitary napkins and all. When it comes to what we call as writing essays and all women issues, it's good to read about these aspects, guys. Now let us quickly get into the editorial ones. Yeah. So guys, on top you have an editorial written by T.R. Raghunandan, who is former Secretary Panchayat Raj Government of Karnataka, former Joint Secretary Ministry of Panchayati Raj Government of India. Now when he is writing the article, guys, this article he is trying to argue about corruption. So this is not about what you call as Bangalore floods, what needs to be done. No, this is purely about corruption, how to control corruption. So this is for ethics, not for anything else. So you write separately ethics, controlling corruption, controlling corruption. In that first point, there must be following strategies. Anti-corruption strategies. First one, regular regular assessments, regular assessments and evaluation of ongoing corruption measures. Ongoing corruption measures. So guys, what is the meaning of this? We need to take extreme measures to ensure that the anti-corruption measures are working well. Second point, a genuine regime of a genuine regime of whistleblower protection. Protection. Because what is the meaning of this? Who is a whistleblower? In any government office, in any court, right? In any government, someone is not able to fight against the government or against the department, but the department is doing some mistake, At that point of time, the person who comes out and informs will be called as whistleblower. And whenever any individual tries to give information to outsiders, let us say some person will come and tell in this department some cheating is going on, then he may be killed. His family may be killed. So whoever tries to tell that, they must be protected, is what we talk about whistleblower protection. So today, even in ethics paper this year, there was a question on whistleblower protection. So it's very, very important for us to look at that, guys. Right? Why? They may be killed, they may be attacked, there may be physical harm. Court and government should ensure that if anyone comes out and gives information, they must be protected by the law. See, you have Official Secrets Act. If someone tries to give information, right, you punish them. At the same time, if something is going on wrong, you must be given permission to tell that. So then only it gives us certain sorts of respect that yes, you are strictly looking for removing certain aspects from the system. Third, you write promote ethical behavior. Promote ethical science behavior and ensure that there is honesty and ensure that there is honesty. Yeah. So guys, another issue is home ministries ban on PFI. This article argues that banning PFI is not a solution and it is not correct. So I don't think, we need to go into those articles. Evolving chair. Yeah. So guys, yesterday we were talking about Lieutenant General Chauhan being elected as or appointed as CDS head. So earlier it was Bipin Rawat and now he is taking over. And as I told you, the main functions of it, even though is not clear, but the main ambition is to ensure that Army, Navy, Air Force will work together, and hence they will also ensure that there will be some sort of connectivity in using equipments, and also in case of war or emergency there will be communications. See, today we are looking at India, US, India, Japan and many other countries coming together for what we call as military trials, that is like exercises. So Indian military is good in this, they are good in that, so both are coming together and working. So when different countries can come together, what is there that these organizations with it should not come? And many people were thinking that this is wrong. So guys, criticism will always be there for whatever government does. It is not only with BJP, even if Congress was there, BJP would have opposed for everything. So it's mostly about government, not about the opposition and all. Fine. So how much should India prop up the rupee? So guys, this is an article which is clearly telling you about one important aspect, that is rupee value is reducing mainly because in US they are going for quantitative tapering. That is, they are trying to suck the money by increasing the interest rates, because in US inflation is very high due to war in Russia. As inflation is very high, the duty of the bank will be to control inflation. So US is trying to control inflation. So it is trying to increase the interest rates. As it is increasing the interest rates, what is going to happen? Foreign portfolio investments coming into India is reducing, or it is being withdrawn, which is leading to problem. And there is a beautiful question asked in this: what should be the appropriate value? For this, they tell that whatever loan or debt, let me say India has taken debt from other countries some $200 billion and our forex reserves is $200 billion, then it is good enough. But India's debt and what forex reserves we have is actually more. So we are in a comfortable position, is what the article is trying to argue. Just give a glance through it because I have already explained the issue in detail. Other topics like REER, right? So these things you will be listening to them, like over a period of time when those issues become important. Bihar CM promises to take action on IAS officer. So guys, actually the case is very simple. The girl asked, why don't the government provide sanitary pads, which is just 20 rupees. For this, the IAS officer has replied that, so you can't expect everything from the government, right? So we are providing so many aspects. If you keep on expecting, I need shoes, fine. Then you will tell I need a beautiful shoes. Then they will tell, during family planning, you may ask for Nirod. So we can't provide everything is what she meant to say, it seems. We don't know what exactly is the scenario because videos when they go viral they might be cut short as well, so you must be very careful. So this is not an issue to look at, guys, and don't write such things because she is not commenting in a wrong manner. If it is true, it is not wrong. So don't bring her example without knowing whether she told that or not, right? So guys, after this, more foreign terrorists in Jammu Kashmir after Afghan situation. This is extremely important article, guys, because we always had a fear that if Taliban comes to power in Afghanistan, then in Jammu Kashmir terrorism increases. And today we are seeing that there are more foreign terrorists in Jammu Kashmir, especially after Afghanistan situation. See, guys, in Afghanistan, you have Taliban, which is under the control of Pakistan. Now, what is happening? Once Taliban has come to power, Pakistan is diverting these Taliban or other terrorist groups into Jammu Kashmir, and Jammu Kashmir is in trouble. So we are all skeptic about this from the beginning. That is the reason we were opposing Taliban rule. And today we have certain facts to tell that yes, it is an issue. So I want you to write in internal security Jammu Kashmir issue. Write internal security Jammu Kashmir issue. Hyphen Pakistan had always used had always used Afghan based terrorist groups Afghan based terrorist groups against India. Afghan based terrorist groups against India. Full stop. In 1987, in 1987, 88, 1987-88, Afghan supported Afghan supported terrorist groups like Harkatul Mujahidin Harkatul Mujahidin was sent to India was sent to India, which led to which led to increased terrorism. Increased terrorism. Next point. During flight hijack during flight hijack, Pakistan based terrorist groups used Afghanistan, used Afghanistan against India, against India. Next point, recently after after Taliban taking over, after Taliban taking over Afghanistan, foreign terrorists, foreign terrorists have increased in the valley. Yeah. So guys, decriminalizing adultery. So adultery basically means post-marital affairs, right? So that is decriminalized, and Supreme Court ruling on abortion comes as a ray of hope, not required. These are all political news, guys. Don't worry. Yeah. Ensure equal net privacy for Indians and others. The central government is telling that whether it is foreign customers or Indian customers, you must give privacy to them, because if you see Facebook, and Instagram and other things, they give lot of privacy when it is from European countries, when it is from US, but those are not provided to us, because these countries or these companies try to think only developed country human rights are more important and developing countries are not. When the government does something, they speak against free speech, but when it comes to working for our own people, for example Facebook might give more protection to privacy when it comes to US citizens. It might not be as protective as it is when it comes to Indian citizens. This is what the article is trying to argue, that however you treat foreign customers, you should treat Indian customers also with the same thing. And whichever company you are, it doesn't matter, you have to respect our privacy and you have to respect the rule of the land, is what it is trying to tell. At the same time, in the second article, it is trying to say that if anyone is involved in making posts and all, especially the PFI and all, which was trying to make posts which will try to break down unity and integrity of the country, that must be condemned, is what this article is trying to tell. So, guys, about F-16, as I told you, India is worried that it may be used against us. So that issue is being taken up again and again. Nothing much. Okay, guys, in the world, this article is very important. You can see the lady here, Suu Kyi. Her name is Aung San Suu Kyi. She is democratically or democratic leader of Myanmar. She was fighting for her rights, right? She was fighting for her rights, and today she is being removed and she is again put to arrest. Fine. So she has to be under arrest for 3 years. This is what the problem actually is. Fine. And guys, I will never encourage you to read a comment. Okay, he told this, don't worry, until and unless something is really there. You see, in the second article, world is asking, if Russia is going for referendum, will you support it? For this, India is telling, wait and watch. So that's what I also tell you, wait and watch. Don't be in a hurry to come to conclusion and write answers. And guys, some of the institutions every day, they try to give a question, and just because they want to give a question, they give random questions and the topics which are not important also. I was going through an institution question which was talking about Bay of Bengal, and unfortunately the students who came to me, they were not able to write about it. So just because you need to write an answer, or you want to make people to write an answer, making questions and giving it is wrong, guys. You can't answer questions like that. Don't have that skills. Bluffing, writing something or the other, And what these people do every day, they give some question or the other and ensure that some topic is given in the question paper at the end of the day and tell, see, from our institution it came. Yes, today there are more people who misguide you than who will guide you. Please understand, we all get to know which topics are important and which are not. Don't waste your time. In some institution, they have taught for 15 minutes about how, engineering colleges are not performing well. Can you imagine, such a waste of time for a student? Please understand what question will come, how it will come, and work on it accordingly. It will be really helpful for your preparation, guys. Senior citizens, families to see small gains in small savings. So this article is mostly talking about certain schemes where we are planning to increase the rates, guys. Nothing much. So don't worry. Current account deficit is all this is for 1 month or 1 quarter. So don't get into it. External debt slid by $2.5 billion in Q1 on valuation gains. Yes, for a short period of time, we actually observed that, the currency value had appreciated. At that time, the debt to value reduced because the amount you pay had actually reduced. This is what it is trying to tell. Don't worry. But this is an interesting one. Government aims to borrow 10,000 crore less. Yes, government's taxes have increased, because of which government is planning we need not take more money. We can reduce is what they're trying to argue, guys. So these were some of the issues that were important for the day, guys. Sorry for the delay. Thank you, guys.